Keep in mind, obviously he's a handsome white man, and I'm not handsome. I'm half white, and I barely qualify as a man.
I found that like no comics can give me advice, no matter how like amazing the comic is or how much I respect them.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had like Chris Rock has been like, try this, and it has not worked. Jim Gaffigan's like, try this, and I'm like, okay. Some people now they're like, can I give you a piece of advice? And I'm like, no, you cannot.
It just won't work.
But I remember Russell Peters comes up to me, and I love Russell Peters.
Yeah.
But he comes up to me at the Improv, and he's like, I thought of a joke that only you could do. Do you want to hear it? And I'm like, you're Russell Peters. Like, yeah.
I'm
and
intrigued.
he's like, hold on, I got to do a set. I'll be right back. Goes and does the set, comes back to me, and I'm waiting, and I'm just like, I wonder what this is going to be. And he's going through his phone for like 5 minutes, and finally goes, something about Make-a-Wish kids.
That's it?
Yeah. And I go, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a joke.
Yeah.
Anthony, I agree with you 100%. That is not a joke. That is just strictly a topic idea about the Make-A-Wish kids. However, I feel like, and this is probably just my mess with me, there was a little bit of a challenge involved in the way you worded that. And my friend, let me just be the first to say, challenge accepted. Okay, let me get 3 quick disclaimers out of the way right now before I go into this. 1, I am not good at impersonations, okay? This is not my impersonation necessarily of him. This is just me trying to do my best as his tonality, his pacing of how he tells jokes. 2, if you do not know Anthony Jeselnik's style, please watch some of his stuff so you understand why the things I'm about to do and say are the way they do and say. Now, and I understand I am not an impersonator. I am not good at impressions. However, that being said, I do my best to capture his tonality and his pace of his jokes and how he words things. But also keep in mind, obviously he's a handsome white man, and I'm not handsome. I'm half white, and I barely qualify as a man. And third and lastly, disclaimer, these are all jokes, guys. These are all jokes. He tells very offensive jokes. This is not my actual necessarily style of how I do jokes when I used to do stand-up, but I'm trying to incorporate his style in what I'm about to do. So yes, these ideas and this joke that I'm about to perform for you guys is 100% in my head, written from me. I didn't steal this from anybody, at least I don't think I did. But that being said, it's very much thinking about how would he tell it. So with all that out of the way, let's get it going. Now, people will always come up to me after shows or in interviews, and they'll always ask me, they'll say, Anthony, you have such a dark sense of humor. Have you ever told a joke that you regret? To which I reply, have you seen my bank account? And don't get me wrong, I understand why they're asking me that. I'm just not the kind of person that lives with regrets. Because see, to me, a regret is simply a choice that you made that you wish you hadn't. But I also believe that every choice you make in life determines where you are today. And where I am today is fucking rich. That being said, I do have people in my life that have regrets, like my buddy Matt. Now, Matt has one regret that he talks about all the fucking time. And I told Matt, if you bring this up one more time, I will do a joke about you on stage. Now, he hasn't brought it up since then, but I already wrote the joke. So here it goes. Matt's biggest regret is when he was younger, he wishes he had had more sex with high school girls. We're going there. And I understand, because let's face it, there's a very limited window of opportunity for such a venture. That's not something you can necessarily put on your bucket list. But what pisses Matt off the most is there are people that can't have sex with high school girls and choose not to. Like the Make-A-Wish kids. Yeah, we're going there. Matt fucking hates them. It only gets worse from here, guys. Because let's face it, they're always given one wish. What's one thing you want? What's one thing you want to do before you die? And what do they always ask for? To go see Disney World, meet a celebrity. And that's all well and good. But unless your last wish is to bang Millie Bobby Brown on Splash Mountain, it's a waste of a fucking wish. You want to know the best thing about that joke, besides fucking over Matt? Is I got to go on Google and type in female celebrities under 18 and not feel creepy about it. You're welcome. Good night. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, all we got to do is get this in front of Anthony Jeselnik. He needs to see this video so he can rip it apart in the only way that he can. So let's do whatever you got to do. Share, like, comment, do whatever you got to do, guys. Get this in front of him and watch him just rip me to shreds. I can't wait for it. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Until next time. Boop.